Hello, beautiful people. So, today I am here to just discuss the basic themes of the Pisces retrograde that we just went through. And when I say went through, it absolutely means we went through something intense. Alright, so Pisces is all about your higher intuition, Pisces is all about extreme emotions. Pisces is all about seeing through the veil of the illusion of this world, right? So now, when we went through that Pisces retrograde, it was all about seeing through the illusions of what we have been living so far, and trying to not really question what was going on, because when something goes retrograde, it is usually like it goes backwards, right? So this time period was all about revisiting our old wounds, old emotions that we might have repressed over a period of time, old emotions related to past cycles, anything that had got to do with the past, that probably was brought into the surface for your reviewing, for your analysis or assessment again. And I understand, I totally understand that this time period was quite intense, because Pisces is one of the most intense astrological signs of the zodiac, and handling Pisces emotions is not easy, right? It's not a matter of joke. Now, we understand that we went through a ringer when we had to face these old emotions and repressed forms of feelings that we never addressed before. And I'm pretty sure that most of you also had to go through certain wounds that you refuse to acknowledge, admit, and accept, and that was probably brought to the surface for you to heal it, repair, and probably let it go. And when I say let it go, I don't mean that you have let it gone completely, right? There are certain things that still come up for our understanding, for our realization, and it takes time. So it's a process, like we say. uh, Pisces retrograde allowed us to trust in the process, trust in the divine, and let things be, all right? Not understanding the whole picture, but still getting the holistic picture is a sign, is a trait of Pisces, right? The sign of self-surrender. So I'm going to talk about certain themes today that might be related to what we went through in the retrograde season, all right? So this is going to be a very generic kind of a reading, and if it resonates with you, it means that it was something that you might have gone through, all right? Maybe you can see the title and probably it might just click for you, because yeah, that's what you have probably faced or encountered, all right? So let's see what we want to check. Spirit, please tell us about, okay, there are a couple of cards flowing up here. Okay. This is my drum. I usually play the drum whenever I do a reading. Sorry. Okay. No, I was just kidding. Alright, so yeah. Let's see what themes we want to talk about. It was just a cahoon that I have at my home, so okay. Spirit, please tell us about what we have learned in Mercury retrograde in Pisces. What did we learn in the Mercury retrograde? What themes we want to talk about? So I'm going to pick this. Sweet results await. Wow. pick some more cards here. Spirit, what did we learn in the Mercury retrograde in Pisces? The Lovers. Wow. Um, so I believe that this is about understanding the process. Look at the bee spirit. All right, bee is, when we see a bee, it's one of the most hard-working creatures that we have had. All right, because making honey is not easy, right? It's a process. It's a long drawn process. It requires a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, a lot of patience in the whole making, because honey making is a process, like I said, and it involves a lot of pain, a lot of hard work, and when the bee makes honey, they are exactly, they are very patient about the results that await, right? So probably the Pisces retrograde actually taught you how to be patient with your process, and how to have um, yes, how to have that strength and courage to understand that anything that you put your work into has a result. Anything that you put your work or investment into will give you some sort of result, all right? And it could be related to a significant love connection in your life. That's why we have the card of the Lovers. Could be a significant choice that you had to make with regard to a connection, and probably this might have been quite critical in the beginning, quite difficult, quite painful, but I believe that once we get out of this retrograde, there is something fruitful coming out of it, all right? We are right now in, still in the retrograde season, but it's in the sign of Aquarius. So Aquarius is all about rebellion. Aquarius is all about, you know, breaking free from the old patterns, right? Rebelling against the old patterns that are no longer serving us or the humanity, right? So here what we have seen is that probably whatever you have put your work into, all right, could be a significant connection that we see here. It might bear fruitful results, all right? Again, now, nothing is set in stone. This is just the general energy that we are picking up in, and you might have waited for this for a long long time, right? Long time, because when I talk about patience, yes, patience has nothing to do with a short period of time. It has to be for the long haul, all right? Has to be for the long haul. And some of you guys might have waited for this connection for what, like lifetimes. Powerful, isn't it? I'm going to pick another card. Yeah, Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. This is what we learned in Pisces Mercury retrograde. Swan is about diving deep, all right? People who have been, you know, on the surface level, all right, mostly, trying to just walk through the life, um, just touching the surface waters, might have had a very tough time this time, all right? And this is what exactly the Pisces Mercury retrograde might have taught you, how to have a deep dive into those waters. And water is all about emotions. Water is about intuition. Water is about the other world. We have seven, then we have 60, might be six related to some of you. All right. It was a tough time, very tough time. And yeah, let's see what comes up for this. What is this swan spirit about? Spirit, please tell us about the time for a deep dive. Let's see. Nine of Pentacles. What I see here is that this particular retrograde actually wanted you to go deep within to find out your self worth, who you are in this world. What do you want to contribute? What do you want to bring to the table? That actually put you through the ringer. Do you want to be independent? Do you want to be on your own, or you want a partnership? All right. We have two, look at this. We have two polarities here. And Pisces is all about polarity, right? Pisces is all about duality, polarity, because we have two fish as a representation of Pisces, right? So on the one hand, you might have got, tied up, or might have got pulled by the strings of emotions where you might have had to make a significant choice related to a lover or a connection, all right? And on the other hand, other side of the polarity, you had this deep knowing that there is something more apart from connections. There's something more apart from this love, from this connection, whatever this was. There's something more that you can do with your life. There's something more that is related to your self-worth, to your independence, to your own being. So you had a significant choice. Look at this. There is your choice. That is your choice. What would you choose? Would you want to choose deep dive into this connection, which you might have waited for a long period of time, or would you want to just go out in the world on your own, do your own thing, be your own person, and find yourself? And amid this duality, we had a tough time because we were still trying to stay afloat in those deep waters. Imagine how it feels when you're trying to stay afloat when you are neck deep in water, right? I want to pull one more theme, like one more card for it. Let's see what we have here. But please tell us more about what we have learned in the Mercury Retrograde. This wanted to pop up. Rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. Hold on. Ace of Swords. Rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time to dig for the truth. What is this? What is the universe trying to show you? You might have got messages, you might have got those little nudges, all right, about this truth. What is the truth? What do you want? What do you want to do with your life? Pisces is overwhelming. Pisces is all about understanding how to strike a balance between the spiritual world and the material world, and in between our life flows. And that's where the spirit wanted to show you that now is the lucky time. Whenever you are diving deep into this, just stay afloat, put your head back, surrender to the divine, and let the divine do the work, because it's a lucky time for you. It's time to see this. When you surrender your mind, when you surrender your mind, and I'm talking about the mind that we all struggle with, all right, the ego based reality, all right, I'm not talking about the higher consciousness mind. When we stop struggling with this mind, we see the higher truth. When we stop struggling in the water, we float, right? The answers come when we stop struggling. You might have got a significant truth with regard to a particular connection or something that you want to do in your life, something that makes who you are or what you are, all right? And that is actually what this particular process was all about. Beautiful. So this is something that I wanted to start with, and pretty much looks like this particular message was really, really cutthroat, right? Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, I would want to know what challenges we might have had. Spirit, please tell us about the challenges that we might have had. In this season. Challenges that we might have had in this season. Yeah, going with the flow, that was a major challenge for most of us, all right? We actually, and it's quite, I understand why we can connect the dots now, because going with the flow is not easy, guys. Even if you hear a lot of messages, you hear a lot of quotes, you hear a lot of memes, you see a lot of memes on social media about going with the flow, go with the flow. You hear a lot of gurus and spiritual masters telling you to do this. When you are going through a critical time, it's not easy. It's a major, major challenge. All right, now I want to see what that is. What was about this particular flow? Fortune's wheel. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense, guys. So we had a tough time, flowing with the divine timing. Easier said than done when you hear tarot readers saying that trust the divine timing, trust the divine timing, trust the process. You hear it, you go back. When it's 3 a.m., you feel shitty. When it's 3 a.m., you feel like, my God, I cannot pull on anymore. This is getting so difficult. There are times when you cannot breathe, you're choking on your own emotions, right? Choking on your own emotions. What do you do in that particular period of time? Do you still trust the process? Yes, you absolutely do. That's what we do, all right? We have to do that because at the end of the day, it's all about understanding that there is a grand scheme of things which are taking place beyond our human understanding, beyond our human eyesight, I must say. There is more than what meets the eye, and this is being worked behind your eyes or behind the curtains. All right, this is the divine timing. This is the card of divine timing, the card of karma. All right, um, going with the flow, going with the synchronicities, swimming with the dance of life. That comes with a lot of letting go, with a lot of surrender, with a lot of acceptance, I would say. When you accept the moment the way it is, you dance with the flow of life. You dance with whatever is being thrown at you. Even if you are thrown in a pack of wolves, you would know how to flow through it. You would know how to dance. And there are two tens here. Look at this. 10 is a number of completion, a closure, a cycle coming to close or end. We struggled with this. Closing a particular chapter of our lives, we struggled with it. That was a major challenge during this time period. This was our major challenge in this time period. Closing a particular chapter. When old wounds come back, you feel like, gosh, I did this. No, not again. Do I have to face this again? But it's all about trusting your your trajectory in this lifetime. Look at this man putting his hand in his heart, trusting whatever is going on. Even if he's being thrown into the water, um, you never know what um, you cannot fathom the depth of this water that you might get into after some time, right? But he's still trusting it. He knows that there is something greater behind him going on that he's not aware of, but he's still aware of. Spirit, please tell us more about the challenges that we might have faced during this retrograde period. What are the challenges that we might have faced during this retrograde period? Yep, sharing the love. This is the Three of Cups energy, and let's see what that is. Coming into union with someone, coming into some sort of celebration of life, sharing the love that we have with people around us. Chariot. The major challenge that we had to face was with regard to coming into some sort of union with people that who matter to us. All right, with people of our community, of our tribe. Look at this. I see twin flames in this card. I don't know why. This is also a card of twin flames. You can see two horses here. The yin and the yang coming together of two different forces. The Shiv and Shakti union, that's what we talk about in twin flame union. This was a major challenge. Thinking about this union, going towards this union. I believe that if you are not a twin flame, also, it could be a significant partner that you have an inexplicable connection with. This person might have had a huge impact in your life. You had a tough time taking the call to go towards this person, and when it's retrograde season, we totally understand that people from our past tend to come back into our lives. They tend to communicate, they tend to come back in some shape or form. So this might have been a struggle, trying to go towards them, or even if it's for them, it could be that they were finding it difficult to share the love, taking action towards sharing this love, or even taking action towards coming into some sort of union, or celebration, or some sort of cooperation, coordination, collaboration of some kind. This was a challenge. This was a major challenge during this time period, because we were still trying to understand the process. We were still in a major doubt as to how to flow, whether this is whether this is going to be fruitful for us, whether this is in the best of our interests. That's what we were trying to understand, and we still were looming in the dark. We were still looming, you know in the darkness, or in the doubt of understanding what this particular karmic lesson is going to bring us. Because again, it's all about surrendering to the grand scheme of things. And when you have a ego based reality, a 3D reality, it becomes difficult to trust this particular process. And I'm not saying that it's easy for us. I'm not saying that it's easy for highly evolved people, or even healers, or people who are in the higher dimension, higher vibrational energy. All right, I understand that it might be difficult for them as well. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll just switch it off. So could be, yeah, my battery was saying low. All right. Yeah, I totally understand that some of you might have gone low on your on the battery of your body system as well, because it took a lot from you guys, a lot from you guys. Let's see what else wants to come through. Reach out. Whoa, I can't believe this card popped up. Reaching out, we have three threes here. Collaboration, reaching out. This was a major roadblock during this time period. Collaborating, reaching out to people, reaching out to your significant other, to your person of interest, or whoever that person is. Okay, reaching out for help, could also be reaching out for help to your tribe, because we had to go within. Most of us were going within. um, to seek answers. And that's what Pisces season does to us, making us go within to seek answers from our inner being, from the inner guidance that we have, right? Let's see what that is. 10 of fire, yes. Damn. See, even if you were going through a ringer, this was a major challenge. The ringer that we went through, 10 of fire, being burnt out with our own emotions, burnt out with the cycles of our life. 10 tens, we have 3 10s here, guys. All right, major closure. We still had a tough time reaching out to people about something, about ending something, about ending this particular chapter, because there was a lot of soul searching going on, whether we want to do it or not, whether we want to reaching out for help when things overburden us. All right, 10 of fire is things that bog us down, things that overburden us, things that might have burnt us out. We cannot take it any longer. This is like too much. We are done. Kind of enough is enough. Whoa, some major themes have come up in this reading, guys, and I'm really surprised because holy guacamole. Do let me know how this was, because I would definitely want to know from you guys, what exactly you thought about it. I would like to know more about what future energies are we stepping into. Okay, I heard ya. Sorry. Yeah, I should have switched off the both stone instead. So, yeah, I want to get an Alexa. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, someone is trying to tell me your battery is low. Probably you need some rest. I am so sorry, guys. Alright. I understand we can have these funny incidents while reading. And I'm not someone who would go back, delete the video just because we had these glitches. Alright, thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for being patient with me. Okay, let's see what we have here. What future energies are we stepping into? The answers you need are coming. Look what I said. The Ace of Swords that we got. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Full moon in Gemini. There's something related to the full moon in Gemini. Alright, we have the full moon in Virgo coming up on the 9th of March. Right? Yeah, 9th of March. I want to pick one more card for the theme. Nothing will come out of the situation. If you thought that nothing is going to come out of the situation, there's a significant thing coming out of here. Let's see. Yeah. A personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah. Boy. This is huge. This is huge. Alright. I'm going to pick. Oh boy, I have heard this. Did I not switch it off? Okay. So sorry, guys. Guys, this has come up like third time. I think we need to probably take a look at what has been draining us. Well, in my case, I think my board stone is draining me. Alright, so the answers you need are coming to you. Please believe that they are coming. Okay, even if you feel like things are doubtful, things are murky, nothing is coming out of this situation. All right, you see the void moon. You still have something going on behind your back, behind the scenes. All right, and spirit is working on your behalf to bring some sort of change, some sort of powerful change in your life. And this could be a major upheaval for many of you who have been going through a ringer, going through a personal issue. Okay, could be related to a personal issue. When I say Cancer, look at this, full moon in Cancer could be a personal issue, as in like personal issue related to your home, family matter, could be a connection. Okay, you can expect a powerful change coming your way. All right, guys. So do let me know how this reading was. I don't want to make it longer because I want to keep it short and simple so that you are in a space to receive these messages. Okay, and if you want to write to me, do write to me. I'm going to put my email down below. You can write to me with your answers, with your queries, with your questions. Even if you would like to share something personal, I am totally open to that. All right, so thank you so much for watching me, and to my new subscribers, welcome to my channel, and thank you to my old subscribers for keeping up with me on this journey. I wish you a very good month ahead. Thank you. Bye bye.